Okay, just leaving home base. We're gonna take a walk back on the state game lands behind my house, and I'm gonna mess around with this camera. I'm currently using the 8 to 18 millimeter Lumix, Leica, whatever the heck it is. I'm still getting used to all this crap. But this is a 2.8 to 4.0 lens. You're thinking, oh, this is 8 to 18 and it's only that wide. Well, that's because there's like a 2x crop. So really, this is the equivalent of a 16 to 35. In-body image stabilization is on, and it's looking like it's doing pretty good. This swivel tilt screen is freaking phenomenal. For idiots like me that walk around talking to their cell phone all day long, it's a game changer. Okay, so I've currently installed the 12 to 60. Zoomed in the whole way at 60, which is equivalent to 120. Range find this real quick. So these little white markers out there are 269 yards away. Dual IS is on, but now watch this. That right there is the IS. I am handheld, zoomed in, and it is not moving. High frame rate stuff, super impressed. Mixing that with the IS lock, you can get a lot of cool slider and or jib kind of effects. Just at a little section of the stream here. And I must say, it looks pretty darn clean. I'm excited to get it back on the computer and see what it looks like in post, but I don't know. Maybe I can deal with the lack of low light functionality if I'm getting all these cool features. This might just be my daylight cam. Switch over to my A7S II for the receptions when it gets dark and cavernous. But man, a lot of cool features with this camera. Just sucks that I'm probably just not used to this micro 4/3 mount stuff and the lenses and how it reacts to light. There's a lot of functionality with this camera that really is kind of hard to look past now that I've seen it and experienced it. Okay, I'm setting up a shot here, redneck style, since I don't have a tripod, to do a little high frame rate cigar smoking. Sorry, Tab. I want to see how this looks with some smoke plumage. So I had to light up a big old dog turd to try out some slow motion stuff. I'm intrigued again now. This thing's pretty slamming. I mean the camera, not the cigar. 120 millimeters. I am approximately 4 inches away from this, and it almost works like a macro lens. Okay, I just kicked it into autofocus. Use the touch screen to pull focus from the vegetation to the water. So let's try that out. I was holding that one-handed with the IS lock on and just touching the screen back and forth between the water and the vegetation on the rocks right there, and it will make focus pulling a hell of a lot easier. Okay, we're gonna do another long range test. I'm on a power line right now. Let's see how far away this pole is. The road, you'll see this gravel road, it's 531 yards away. Here's what it looks like with the IS lock. I'm zoom in here, I'm punched in with the X-Tele converter. That road is 531 yards away. This is strictly handheld. That pole line there is probably a good 800, maybe 900 yards away, almost 1,000 yards. That's looking up toward the other road. Got some pretty decent right to left crosswind right now. And this thing is locked on. That is ridiculous. So after my little walk today, I have determined that this camera is going to stay in my arsenal, even though the Achilles heel of this camera for me is the low light situation. But there are too many other great features for me to send this thing back and just write it off due to the fact that it's not the low light beast that I'm used to. I'll be keeping the A7S II right now for my receptions and any dark scenarios that I have. I always shoot in 60 frames. That way I can slow down whenever I want to. Having 4K 60 is amazing. Having the variable frame rates at the turn of a button to be able to shoot 180 is ridiculous also. This image stabilization wizardry is stupid. Like, totally stupid. Battery life, I've been walking around for almost 2 hours now. It's cold out and I'm down to 1 bar with a fully charged battery before I left the house. On this, I've changed batteries like 4 times with the Sony already. I'm just still getting used to the controls. I don't know, guys. Last night was not looking very good when I got this thing, but then today, totally changed my mind. Also, this thing has unlimited record time. So even in the 180 mode, usually with a Sony you have a buffered like 8 seconds. This thing is unlimited. And then also, being able to shoot 4K 60 with no time limit, and it doesn't overheat. Yeah, GH5, welcome to the family. Oh, and PS, state forest, public lands, whatever the heck you want to call it. If you had enough balls and time to think about bringing it in, have enough manners to freaking take it out with you. Bunch of freaking pigs.